C. Your soft grass beneath my feet, in the meadow by the creek. You're the wind in my hair and the sun on my cheek. You're the birds softly singing the melody of spring. All creation shares your glory, your beauty. I will sing of your beauty. I will sing. You're a moonrise on the mountain and a sunrise on the shore. Your autumn leaves filling the trees on a hillside. What is more? You're the whispering of the snowflakes and the singing of the rain. And while I have a voice, I will sing this sweet refrain. I will sing this sweet refrain. Oh, you are the mighty bison and the fragile butterfly, side by side on a prairie where wildflowers reach the sky. You're the whale and the dolphin dancing on the blue sea. I pray I may show enough love for these things you give to me. All these things you give to me.
That's how it's done.
That's wonderful.
Exactly how it's done.
Nice, George. Thank you.
Thank you.
What a beautiful song.
Good song for Sunday.
So the swarm concept, you want to explain that to folks?
Ah, yes, the song swarm concept is. Actually, I made up a definition for it, which is on the back of the album, in case you forget. But I think it's something like 2 or 3 songwriter, performer, musician type folks who are engaged in improvisationally accompanying each other on only original material. And the key is you have to play on everyone's songs, whether you know it or not.
Like the last one.
Yes, like that. I've never heard that song.
Yeah, I've got
I'm glad he said C.
I got it covered.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, you got the yeah.
Cheating!
I brought the cheating.
I cheated.
That's not cheating at all.
So we all have.
You're gonna have to throw that down here on a couple of songs, I think.
You'd be the last guy that would need a cheater. Mr. Greg Whitfield. Mr.
You know,
Greg
it's the bag of
Whitfield, y'all.
tricks. That's what a good song swarmer has a little. There you go. I have little.
I've been practicing.
We do what we can. That's what it's all about. Unlike, you know, a song swap, you just, one person sings a song and the next one sings a song. I mean, sometimes people do play, especially if they're used to playing with each other on the stage. People may know each other's songs, but they have to usually feel comfortable in a song swap to do it. They're not brave and bold enough just to strike out. And whether you know it or not, you have to play something. So I'm enjoying it because it kind of hones my skills as a percussionist and Mando. That's why I have all these instruments, because I don't play any of them really well. But now and then I can pick one up and it sounds like I really know how to play it. So keep switching around.
Okay, let's do B flat.
B flat.
Okay.
Gosh, do I have it?
People's key. Some people.
You got one there?
So what would the feel be? F.
Would be an E flat.
Is it like a minor? Okay.
There's a 6 minor in it. That's a G minor. All right, let's see how this goes. You don't know this one. He was everybody's beacon, held up as an example, but really just a young man with giant shoes to fill. And his childhood set the standard for all that was expected, and unbeknownst to him he set the standard higher still. Now the fear of disappointment, that's a mighty strong incentive, and it guided his decisions as he traveled down life's road. With his nose pressed to the grindstone, he built the life he'd chosen, till his heart began to feel those choices had not been his own. Now he finds himself upon a different highway, headed somewhere that he's never been before. And his heart is speaking loudly, and he knows he's got to listen. He simply can't ignore it anymore. He simply can't ignore it anymore. Those who love him will travel right beside him and help him navigate this new and strange uncharted road. And his heart will surely guide him, and his happiness will find him. And when it does, he'll turn and find he's never really been alone. Given endless options, 1,000 forks along 1,000 different roads, and to choose with any wisdom, we must take the time to listen. Our hearts will help us know the way to go. Our hearts will help us know the way to go. promise will travel right beside us and help us navigate this new and strange uncharted road. If we allow our hearts to guide us, our happiness will find us somewhere along our journey down life's road. Somewhere along our journey down life's road. That's pretty.
I never heard that one either, Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all are doing it today to me. It's a real swarm.
Throws in the briar patch.
The briar patch, you ready?
You gotta tell us what key the briar patch is in. You don't have to. That was your
This is a
rule.
B.
Oh,
It's your B again.
B for briar.
Well, I had a request for this song, so usually I wait somewhere in the set to do a dog song, but this is a 2-chord song, so for those who haven't heard it, it's really easy.
We got a fan of 2-chord songs over here. Man after my own heart.
This is a song about my dog Jubal, Jubal. Jubal was the first musician ever mentioned in the Bible. That was his name, Jubal. I don't know why I named my dog that, because he didn't really sing, but he liked it when I sang. So when I was sitting on the porch rocking to my little swing out porch, and he was right under my feet were dragging over him, and I just started playing my mandolin going, and this just popped out. Well, Jubal, 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 won't you come on home, boy? Jubal, 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 won't you come on home? Well, there's old Jubal in the tall Joe pie, waiting on a rabbit come a-hopping by. Gonna catch him a big one and give him a chew, keep him from the garden like good dogs do. Jubal, won't you come on home, boy? Jubal, 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 won't you come on home? Now there's old Jubal running through the creek, fast as lightning. He's a blur, he's a streak, he's multicolored. His eyes are brown, no pedigree. He's just an old hound. Jubal, 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 won't you come on home, boy? Jubal, 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 won't you come on home? Now once old Jubal he could not stand, laid on the porch and he licked my hand, and I kept to watch. I did not fail till he got better and he wagged his tail. Jubal, 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 won't you come on home, boy? Jubal, 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 won't you come on home? Now when Jubal got old and ready to go, I took him on a walk down Dry Creek Road. I was his best friend and I didn't walk fast. his grave in the shade when he breathed his last. And we all sat down and we sang. You ready? Come on. Jubal, 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 won't you come on home? Jubal, 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 won't you come on home? Jubal, won't you come on home? Jubal, 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 won't you come home? Oh, it's a Tennessee vocal lick.
Yeah, right?
You know, outside of a dog, music is man's best friend.
Yeah, that's true. They kind of go together.
Inside of a dog, it's pretty quiet.
That's a Georgism, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I just seem to have a laugh as a clap.
Well, I have to think on that one.
All right, well, this song is,
Mr. Jeff Plankenhorn, everybody.
Hey!
Otherwise known as Plank Stuff.
that's just my email. Nobody actually calls me that.
Jeffrey to his mother.
Yeah, she gets away with that. Yeah.
Holds forth here, pert near every Sunday.
Yeah, I do the when I'm in town, I do the pseudo gospel brunch that we do called the Purgatory Players.
If you haven't seen it, you gotta come over there.
It's a lot of fun. We raise money for the food bank, and we play whatever we consider to be gospel, and that could be a very broad range of things. And one person will play a Stevie Wonder song, then somebody will play a Carter Family song, and then somebody will play an original, and then somebody will play a Staples Singers song, and then somebody will do whatever. And just a barista once described it as spiritual music for non-denominational folk, which I like. I mean, really every denomination, or any denomination, or no denomination, but no druids. We draw the line. We have to.
Or trolls, right?
That's a joke. Yeah, that's a joke. I don't know why, but just one time we joked about no druids. Like, I'm sorry, we have to. No druids. It made no sense. It's just
That's
awful.
extreme vetting, isn't it?
That's extreme vetting. Yes, it is. All right, well, I'll do this song. So, Pi and I were talking about this song before I got up. This is the song that of mine. That's one of the songs of mine that's on the Song Swarm CD, and I've done this song. I guess my late manager said, it's this is your redneck mother, or your muskrat love, or your song that you can't usually get out of the place before you play this song. And I'm just happy to have one, because everybody wants one of those. I just didn't expect it to be a little bit of a, this one. And I never thought, I get a lot of, I'm really thankful Sun Radio plays this song a lot too, from my album version. But we have this very special live version of it on the Song Swarm that just came about at one of our shows in much the way Taylor Pi describes it. That's it right there with the mandolin. She knows that it's in the key of D. I'm not used to saying that. Like telling people the key, I think it's a very polite thing to do. My wife would be in favor of it, her being Canadian and all.
I do want you to know that I didn't get the album out and practice with it, so this is only the second time.
It's still a swarm.
Yeah, it's really a swarm.
It's still a swarm. These gentlemen, I don't think these gentlemen have ever played this song. So anyway, it's a song that's drink my whiskey all alone. Temptation got me on the road, but mama's son don't hurt no one. Don't want no trouble. Don't want no trouble, but trouble find me. Trouble find me when nothing going right, and no hope is left inside. I should be praying to the Lord. Don't wanna bother her tonight. I don't want no trouble. Don't want no trouble, but you know trouble find me. Trouble find me. Well, I wish trouble find me. Nothing's on the other side, but still I'm always open wide. Yes, and I don't want no trouble. Don't want no trouble. It seems trouble find me. 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 Beautiful, everybody. I kind of like how we're all like, I don't know if this is normally, I'm sorry, not to interrupt the applause, thank you very much. But I kind of like, instead of like each taking a solo, everybody kind of solos together. That's kind of a new Swarm thing. It's sounding really pretty. It's like everybody's like, this is not always the case. Everyone's listening to each other. It doesn't always happen in these things. It's kind of a nice little...
It is. It's what makes it feel like a good swarm.
It feels like a good Swarm for that reason. For many reasons, but that's an adding one.
It's good on this side, too.
Good over there, too? All right, good.
Sounds good out there. Sounds good out there.
What's that? They just let me in on it. Fair enough. Yeah. I love... I'm into learning. It's good. That was beautiful. Thank you guys for playing so beautifully, all three of you. Not a 2-chord song. I was overachieving when me and my buddy wrote that. We thought we were getting paid by the chord or something. Let's put another one in. I actually wrote that with a guy who's not a musician. He's a lighting director, and I met him when we were out on tour. And I mean, he was the guy who like rolled up the curtain that had the Christmas lights attached to it and then flicked it on and off during the show. So I didn't know he was a real lighting guy. Now he's the head lighting director for the Chicago Convention Center. But he had a book of poetry, not that song, but that's how we started. Like, I looked at his book of poetry and I was like, man, you ought to write songs. He said, really? And I said, yeah, these look like songs. And so, you know, because I got sick of writing about my problems. I wanted to write about somebody else's. And so we started writing songs together. But that's one that we started from scratch. So, yeah. His name's Ryan Krebs. He's up in Chicago.
His team's having problems these days. Have you noticed that? Chicago. You know.
Chicago's having
Yeah, they're not doing too well.
Ups and downs.
Yeah.
We got a brand new chance tonight.
Yeah, I really hope they win. I was rooting for them last night because I said it would be more fun if you win a couple in there to make.
It's good to root for the underdog. And
Always.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
Always.
Always.
Right?
Always. Just tell me who's the underdog. This is the album opens with this song. This is a song that I co-wrote as well with Danny Brooks, great Canadian blues style.
Short end of the stick. I've had this old car
that kicks the album off. And Kirby Walker is here today with us. And for those of you that don't know about Austin City Jams, Kirby has that, and we did the Song Swarm over there, and Kirby multi-tracked it for us. So some of the cuts on the album are from Austin City Jams. There's Jeff and Mike and I did the Bugle Boy together. That was the sort of the first year we did the Song Swarm thing, and then we also got the Monkey Duck down in Houston to give us some cuts off of it with Jack Saunders. Jack couldn't be here today, and Mike couldn't be here, so we missed those guys. But yeah, I think you're going to like this album, so remember, it's right over there. There's a jar, and all that money's going to Texas Cause.
We're working on the honor system right there.
Yeah, that's why I said you don't have to throw $10 in. You could throw $50. It'd be okay. It's a good cause.
Darn right.
Yeah. And you got in here free. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah.
We'll hit you up on the way out.
Mystify us, Mr. Craig.
Oh, I don't think there's anything mystifying about this one. Song about being lazy. Have never, ever. I can't even imagine a scenario where I would hear kazoo in my mind on one of my songs.
But
that's my cue.
But it happened. It's on there.
Kazoo's a song swarmer's friend.
Here we go. Kipsy. I stopped to smell the flowers. 7 wasted hours. I have not done a thing all day. But I won't let that bother me. I won't be losing any sleep, 'cause somebody's doing something somewhere. Well, maybe I should take a nap, or read a magazine, or sit here flipping channels, or grab a bite to eat. This lifestyle's sure seductive, but I don't feel unproductive, 'cause somebody's doing something somewhere. Or at least go to the gym. Yeah, I probably ought to mow the lawn, but this hammock that I'm in is awfully damn seductive, and I don't feel unproductive, 'cause somebody's doing something somewhere. Somebody's doing something somewhere. Somebody's doing something somewhere.
Vintage. Yeah. Perfect, right? It's a vintage song.
I think the irony of the song, that song, is that you got to work to get those changes. Yeah. You're like working, like as a musician. No, I think maybe only the musicians might get that joke.
There's only one verse.
Exactly. That's true. So you're not working that hard.
It's a lazy song all the way around.
I didn't work that hard when I wrote it.
It's also like
I'm not going to work that hard when we play it.
It's an under 3 minute song.
It's brilliant, really though. I love it, man. I think that's a great song. Great song. Nothing wrong with short and sweet.
Yeah. All right. Look what I brought, Jeff.
What you got there?
Jeff is my inspiration for getting this old guitar off my wall, which I realized would never play again as a regular. Because you see how loved this guitar has been? Mm-hmm. It was loved to death, is what it was. So then I just put, like, look at the strings on it. Could you play like that? Well, of course not. No. It's like, anyway, I actually played lap steel when I first started. My dad wanted me to learn how to play like Liam McAuliffe, Tulsa, Oklahoma. back in the 50s. You all probably don't remember that. Y'all weren't born then. Let's see if this is in tune.
Doesn't look like it's all the way in.
No, it looks like you only got one side. You got both sides plugged in.
Oh, this one needs it.
Okay, hold on one second, Kate.
If you remember the 50s, you probably remember the Pozo Seco Singers.
Because I plugged the wrong end in.
She was co-founder of
course.
the Pozo Seco Singers. You know, and Don Williams.
That's right, I have to unplug from here. Oh, gosh, I hate this technical stuff. Here we go. It's
I hate
got
to
to
say
be that
legend.
kind of end. It's got, I have the L on it.
I hate to say you're a legend, but I don't get a chance to call people legends very often.
I'm glad. I
I
don't
would
want to be
say
a
you are.
legend. Legends I thought had to die before they became legends.
Bigfoot's a legend.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
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 That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so I got one song that I actually wrote that I can play on this. I'm practicing things like, you know. Amazing Grace, things like that. Key of D.
Okay.
You ready? 2 slides here. Oh, this is so exciting. I get to play slide with Jeff. It's like so exciting. Yes. Here we go. Gonna wrap some silk round my hips, paint some red on till closing time. I'm going down to the Blue Dog Lounge, to the Blue Dog Lounge, where Celinda slides the bottleneck and makes that low down scraping sound. Those fender bends travel up my spine and shake the knots right out. Come on, wow, down at the Blue Dog Lounge. I'm going down to the Blue Dog Lounge. I'm going down to the Blue Dog Lounge. I'm going down to the Blue Dog Lounge. I'm going down. So can I get a lesson while I'm here?